pieces of the bone wherein they keep on making new blood cells. And that's not healthy for the body. So what doctors do is they get blood out of the body. Okay? So proper way to do venipuncture would be why dito natin nilagay sa, why did we do it in upper limb 3? Because the most accessible and non-traumatic location for the vein for venipuncture would be your antecubital fossa. Okay, your cubital fossa. And yung vein na ginagamit natin dyan is your median cubital vein. We call it your median cubital vein. What does it do? It connects what to what? It's a form of connection between your basilic and your cephalic. Okay, so the proper way to do it first, in every step, yung mga step-by-step na ginagawa ng medic, it's first to look for a vein. Okay? So in normal people, para hindi masyadong, you can still use your other hand. If you're right-handed, you go for the other hand. Okay, if you're left-handed, you go for the other hand. Okay, so look for a vein first. Mabilis ka doon, mabilis yung kamay. Ask your patient to make a fist, hanap ka ng vein. Where are we at? We were watching. Okay. When we were still students, we were asked to draw a line delineating the vein. Why? Kasi yan yung location of vein. Yung gitna niyan, dyan ka tutusok. Okay? And then the direction of the ball pen, yan yung direction ng syringe mo. Okay? Yeah, so I found the vein already, so now I'm going to prepare stuff. So what you need first, you need your here. You need cotton, you need wet and dry cotton.
Good ka kay...
Thank you to my sponsor, Joanne, for the... Kung medtech kami, train kami gumawa ng cottonology ang tawag namin dyan.
Cotton ball.
Yun, may mga ganyan-ganyan pa.
Talagang ano. Doc art.
So you need...
Really?
Yeah, so you need wet and dry cotton. Wet cotton to sterilize the area, and then dry cotton mamaya pagkatagal mo yung syringe. Okay? So yeah. So now you check your syringe mo. So you take it out of the plastic. Yeah. You make sure that the needle, you twist it once para lang masikip siya. Yeah. Lock. Tighter. Dun sa barrel mo. So this is your plunger. What I do is I always exercise the plunger. Yan. Para later, when I pull the plunger, when I get blood, it's easier to pull. Okay? And then, slightly, never pull the cap pag ganon. Okay? Using one hand lang, you open it lang with one hand. With your two fingers. Para ready na siya. Okay?
Napicture mo lahat ng malas. No. Hindi pa.
Wala akong mga nilid.
Namay.
Ayan. You ask the patient to make a fist again. So then with your wet cotton, you sterilize the area.
Sige. Bukas. Dito ka magbukas.
Tapos sin-sterilize ko yung finger ko. Para pagka nagkumapa ako, so yun. Yung needle nyo, yung bevel, you see this part, yung nakaslant na part, it should be facing you. Okay? And not your there's not your patient. So yung part na matulis, should be facing. Okay? So if you're going to do this, you have to do this a little bit faster. Hindi pwede yung babagal-bagal. Kasi the more babagal, the more masakit. Okay, take a deep breath. Yan. Yan yung sign nyo that you're already in the vein. May blood na papasok. Okay? This hand should not move. And the only one's going to move is your plunger and your left hand.
Nice.
Okay? Once the amount of blood is okay, ask your patient to open her hand, remove the tourniquet. Okay, get your dry cotton. Okay, take a deep breath. And then you're good. Masakit? Masakit pa yung tourniquet, no? Yan. Tapos, when you're going to put this back, you're not going to put... Sige, hawakan mo na. Hindi mo pwede kukunin tapos tatakpan mong ganun. Because the risk of you being punctured by the needle is high. So what you do is you fish it out. So you fish your needle, or the cap of your needle. And then you close. And then since she doesn't have a vial, next step would be to remove the needle, put the lid dun sa end nung syringe mo, and then you slowly put the blood dun sa vial. Okay? Okay, thanks, Kay. Palapakan nyo naman si Kay. Remembrance. Who wants to go next?
Huwag mo na picture, huwag mo na i-video yung mga...
Tour!